In this video, I'm going to talk about web scraping. So where we'll see that how we can scrape the live stock price. So before you scrape any website or any data, right? So first and foremost thing is you need to import API, right? So there is something called a request, right? So the request basically is a API, right? Web API, we can say that. So I'm going to import that request. All right. So what this guy does, it will go to a particular URL and make a request, right? So saying that, okay, we want to access your data. So basically, it is going to do some kind of a request, right? You can interpret that way. So that is one of the API we need to import. And the next one is a beautiful soap, right? So beautiful soap, this will help us to, this we need to parse the data from URL, all right? So that I can import from BS4. So beautiful soap 4. So from there I can import a beautiful soap, okay? Request and beautiful soap. So here I'm going to scrape the data from one of the stock website, that is a Yahoo Finance. So where there is a stock Amazon, right? So there are many stocks listed, but we are going to scrape Amazon price, right? So I'm going to use this Amazon a ticker. We can call it as a ticker. So Amazon is a ticker. AMZN is a ticker for the Amazon stock. So that I'm storing in this particular variable. And I have this website, right? So this is, you can say that first you need to find this URL for the Amazon. Then I'm going to change this URL accordingly. So let's see that. Okay, as you can see here, okay, let me minimize. So you see this link, right? So this link is basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that link and I will paste it here, right? So let's just for the simplicity, I will paste it here. Okay. Give me a second. I will copy this and paste here, right? So now you can see that everything is same until quote, until here, slash, then wherever there is a Amazon, AMZN, so there I am having this stock, right? That stock I'm mentioning, I'm converting that into a string, and I have a P equals. After that, again, I have a AMZN. So again, I'm using this plus string, this guy. So you can ask me that why can't we directly paste it here? So it's a good practice. You store the data, the ticker into one of the variable and use it. Later, if you want to, scrape another, say that stock price, right? So directly you can change it here only one time. You don't need to change anything over here. All right. So that is the idea. Okay. So first I'm going to instantiate this entire URL into this variable, and let me check whether I'm able to get the right link. Yes, I'm getting it, right? Just to cross verify. Now I'm going to use the request.get. So what to get, right? This URL, right? In this URL, I'm going to make a request and get the response, right? So response is basically I know indicating as RES, and I'm checking the response here. So response says 200. It means that it's good, right? We can go ahead and access the website, right? So now let's move on. Now I'm going to use the beautiful soap. Then response I'm using this RES dot text, right? Dot text, and what is the parser I'm using? I'm using this HTML, right? HTML is what I'm using, and I'm giving this res. So I'm going to instantiate into this SOUP, so object, Now I'm going to use that soup. Then I will say dot find all, right? Find underscore all. So what is this guy? Okay, so what I will do, I will go to here, the website, and I will, so this is what we want to scrape, right? So right now I'm going to right click and I will say inspect, right? So you can see this span class on right hand side, right? Let me highlight that, this guy, right? So how did I get that? So this is what the data we need, right? So as you can see, data will keep changing here. You see this 3369.80, right? So that is where we get the data, that stock price. How do I reach there? So first I will go to div. So from where it started from div, right? div. So I will use this div. Okay, div. In under the div, I have a class, right? That class is my 6px pos something. You don't need to worry about that. So whatever it is there, I need to copy, right? So I'm going to check this class first. So under the div, I have a class. Let's find that class, right? So the class is under the div, we have a class here, right? This is where, give me a second. Yeah, this class. So in the class, I have a my 6px pause, right? So my 6px, give me a second, I will just cross verify. Yeah. So my 6px, this is always it's going to be little tricky here. Yeah. Div uh, 6 my 6px class, right? So as you can see here, let me highlight that one. Yeah, div and the class, right? In that class, I have a span here, right? So what I'm going to, in the span, we have the price. First is the div, and in that we have to choose the class. Class is what we have this guy, right? Under that we have a span where our price is hiding, right? So price is in terms of a text, right? So that will be quoted as a text here. So let's go back here. Give me a second. Right? So I'm going to use that class, and there I'm saying a find the span because it's there, right? Under the span we have a text. The text is nothing but the price. All right. So this is how I can use. So we don't need to keep this everything in the mind. So it changes depending upon the website. So in this stock website, yahoo.finance, the class is something like this. So in other website, something else, right? So it depends upon the website. So I'm going to use the div and the class. Under the class, we figured out it's a span. In that, we have a text. So first you need to inspect, find all this path, then come back to the coding and copy and paste those div and class or whatever it is. So finally this price.txt, right? Txt is what where our price is hiding. I'm going to store in this price, right? Now I'm going to print the price. So at the time of printing this, the price is 3369. Right, 3369, immediately it got changed, right? This will keep on changing. I will just close this. You can just watch. Right now I'm running during US market time, so it's a live here. As you can see that prices are changing, right? Every second it will change. Sometimes it takes time because Amazon stock is very big. So $3,367 per one share. All right. So let's go back. And now the thing is that, so how do I capture a live price? Right. One price I can find it. So if I want to capture the live price, as and when it changes, I want to capture. So what I will do, I will define a function live price. I will again use this request and beautiful soup inside the function. Then again, I will use this price, right? Same thing, everything, but everything is inside the function. And finally, I'm going to return the price. All right, let me define this function. Now, stock price, I want to capture, right? So, and finally, I want to store in this one of the list. Right now, it is empty. So, I am going to use a while true. So, when I say while true, it will keep on running until we interrupt or we put some breakpoint. Right now, I'm not doing any of those. I want to capture as much as possible, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to collect this stock. Stock is nothing but Amazon. Current price of Amazon is, so whatever the live price, which is which I'm going to get from this guy, right? So live price I'm going to call here. Then I'm going to append this live price data into this stock list over here, right? So I'm going to call the live price. It will keep on printing, right? Because I have a print function. At the same time, I am storing this live price in this stock list so that I can create a data frame, right? So here what I'm doing, I'm using this stock list, which is a stored data of live price, and stock is basically Amazon. And I will use all this data and create a data frame, and I can print it, right? So let's do it. As I said, it is a live price. Right now, the US market is open. While I'm recording this video during the US, when US market is live, right? Let's execute and keep checking the price. Okay, this is 336788. Now you see this price is changing, 3367.54. Let's watch for some time. Price is still same, still same. Okay, now that it has changed. Let's wait for a minute. Okay, now changed. Until we interrupt, it will not, stop. See that it changed from this to this, and you can see that price changes. Right? Price is changing every second or a few seconds. So it will keep on running until you interrupt, or you have to put some breakpoint. You can also put some timer, right? Or you can also say that, okay, whenever the price changes, then only you print it. So you can play around with that one. Okay, so fine, the price is changing as you can see here. It's a live. So what I will do, I want to interrupt here. I will just stop it. It is going to abandon, not a problem, because we are interrupting this. Okay, I'm going to interrupt. Okay, so while I interrupt, before that we have loaded some price here, right? So that price I'm going to use here and create into and load into a data frame. Okay, let's execute pandas and create a data frame. Then check the head method. You see that Amazon 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 data I was able to load there. So 5 means it's a head method. Otherwise, you can print just like this. You see this 61 rows. It has 61 rows, and all these changes you can see that. All right. So yeah, that's how you can basically capture the live price. Right, you can modify it for some other purpose, and as I said, set the timer and things like that. So yeah, I hope you got the idea here. So yeah, that's all in this video. Thank you for watching this video. Keep learning. Thank you.